Alright, in this video we'll be going over permutation and combination, and I'm going to start with permutation. Alright, generally we use permutation when we are talking about a strict order or arrangement. Now we have our general permutation formula, which is n permutation r is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial. So that is the general formula. Alright, but while going through materials, I discovered that this formula does not really solve all permutation questions, like we'll find out in these examples. Alright, the first example here says that using 1, 2, 3, and 4, how many 3-digit number can be formed if number one, repetition is not allowed. So if repetition is not allowed, so we can actually use the formula here, which is 4 permutation 3, and that gives us 4 factorial over 4 minus 3 factorial. So this is same thing as 4 factorial over 1 factorial. Now 4 factorial is same as 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 1 factorial is 1, so this gives you 24 over 1. So we can get 24 3-digit numbers from that combination. Alright, the next one is repetition of digits is not allowed. Now before I go into that, let me show you another method of solving this. Now for the first one, we're looking for a 3-digit number, so these 3 boxes will represent the 3 digits. Now since repetition is not allowed, any number can take part in the first box, so we have 4 to choose from. Now we've used 1, we have 3 left, so we can only choose from this 3 to fill up this one, and we can only choose from 2 because that's what we have left to fill up this one. So that gives you 4 times 3 times 2, and that also gives you 24 numbers. Alright, the next one says repetition is allowed. So when repetition is allowed, questions like this, you cannot use the formula analysis method. Now we want to form 3-digit numbers. We want to form 3-digit numbers, and repetition is allowed, so I have 4 numbers to choose from. After that I can still choose from that number, so I still have 4 more to choose from, and after that I can still choose from the first 2 that I've used before, so I have another 4 numbers to choose from. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have 4 times 4 times 4, and that gives 64. So if repetition is not allowed, I can actually get 64. Sorry, if repetition is allowed, I can get 64 numbers from 4 digits. Alright, the last part says form only even number. So an even number generally is any number that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So we're going to go through the numbers we have and bring out the even numbers. So the even numbers we have here, they are 2 and 4. So for us to form an even number, it must end with either a 2 or 4 in this case. So we're using this our analysis method. So from here, the last digit, I can only pick either 2 or 4. So I have just 2 entries left. And for the first boss, anyone can start, but remember I've already used 1, so I have 3 left. Now technically I've used 2, so I have 2 left. So now my answer becomes 3 times 2 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2, that's 12. So we have we can form 12 even numbers from that combination. Alright, in my next video I'm going to pick another example a bit different from this one and show you how to solve that. Alright, thanks and have a love. Alright, in this video we'll be going over